Hello, guys. Lookie jumped on my... Okay, that is Lookie walking in front of the camera. Is there anyone out there right now? I promised you guys that I would come back live when the visitors had left, and they have left right now. It's now 11:30 p.m. in Belgium right now. Oh, Lookie just flew across the living room. I'm gonna go back and get her in a minute. Right now, I just want to know if there's anyone out there, so I can do a quick live chat with you guys. So yeah, I had some visitors over today. My boyfriend's daughters came to visit us. And oh yes, Neon Soldier. Hello. Hello. I'm so glad you're joining me. Should I get Lookie back for you? Just 1 second. I'm gonna get her back. Just for you, okay? Just 1 second. Nico, hey! Just 1 second. I'm gonna get Lookie back. Oh no, my boyfriend's gonna get her back. Oh, he's the sweetest. I'm so lazy. I'm so lucky to have him. Ah, Lookie flew back to her perch. So, you know, sometimes people who don't know anything about falconry, they will say, oh, it's so pathetic that the owl has to sit on a perch all day. The funny thing is, she flew freely right now, and she just flew straight back to her perch. So I guess that means the perch is comfortable for her. Yeah. Hi, Bonnie. I'm so glad you're joining me. If you guys want to ask questions, go ahead. I'll answer. Lookie. Yeah. It's very late, I know. Oh, you're biting me. Yeah. No, don't bite me. Don't bite. I don't have any food, I'm sorry. Yeah. It's very late here in Belgium right now. Well, very late. It's kind of okay. I'm a bit tipsy, you guys. I drank some glasses of sparkling wine. Cava? Do you guys use the word cava as well? I have some cava right here. I'm just finishing up this tiny bit, and then I'm gonna go to sleep. I hope this is not irresponsible behavior on YouTube. If you're a minor, don't drink. No, but we had a really nice time. Ooh, Lookie, the people can't see you like this. I wish I could visit Belgium. Bonnie Young, if you ever want to visit Belgium, you are free to stay with us. We live in a very big house. We rent it. It's not our property. We rent it. But we have, you know, oh, Lookie, what are you doing? Oh, come back. Okay, sit on the chair. That's better. We have 3 bedrooms. One's for me and my boyfriend. And the 2 other bedrooms are for my boyfriend's 2 daughters. But he actually has 3 daughters. But one's a foster daughter. So she's already 27, so she has her own household and stuff. But the middle daughter, who's 20 or 21, I believe, she doesn't come to us very often anymore. She just comes to us to visit, you know. She doesn't come every weekend, you know, like the youngest daughter does. Oh, and Lookie is off. She's on my... Yeah, on my computer. I'll get her back if this video isn't interesting enough for you guys. But anyways, the middle daughter doesn't visit us every weekend. So if any one of you wants to come and visit Belgium, you can stay with us for a week or 2 weeks or a few days, whatever you want, for free. We won't charge you for anything. We'll cook for you, whatever you want, as long as you're not a creep or anything, as long as you won't murder us or something like that. We'll cook for you. You can sleep in the spare bedroom. It's a-okay. So that will, the line is not so good. I'm so sorry. That will, well, if you want to visit Belgium and you can sleep with us for free and we will cook for you for free, then you won't have to spend as much money as you would spend if you would just visit Belgium and not know anyone here. You know what I mean? Oh, you're sweet too. Oh, Lookie is destroying things. I'm so sure of it. I'm hearing it. She's gonna break some glasses. Where does Lookie normally like to sit in the house? When I let her fly freely, hi Emily. When I let her fly freely, she just, you know, flaps around for like 30 seconds, and then she goes and sits on the kitchen door, which is usually, you know, half open, and she'll just sit on the top of the kitchen door. That's her favorite spot when she is flying freely around the house. I hope I'm not coming across too drunk for you guys. English is not my native language. You know, my boyfriend tells me that when I'm tipsy or drunk, you know, I speak with an th. I don't say s, I say th. I hope that's not the case. Like, if that's the case, just tell me in the comments. I'll go offline and then I'll come back online sober tomorrow, you know. Bonnie Young, do you have a Facebook? Yes, I do, but it's actually my personal Facebook. You guys can send a friend request and I will definitely accept it. But I've heard of the fact that there is a maximum of friends that you can have on Facebook. I don't know if that's still true. Yeah, is that true?
Yeah, have that.
Oh, that's so sad. Apparently, it's maximum 5,000 people. A Facebook request. Facebook is probably going to not friend you or accept you. Do you guys think I should make a separate Facebook just for me and Lookie? If you guys think I should, then just leave a comment on this video, and I definitely will. If a lot of people think I should do that, then I definitely will. Why not? Your English is pretty good, though, for a second language. Oh, thank you. That's really nice. BNN Howard, hi. Heart, you are doing great. Oh, I love you guys. You're fine. Thank you, friend. Can you get a barn owl in Wisconsin? I honestly don't know. I can try to look it up for you, Tristan Swinford. I can try to look it up for you, but honestly, I don't know if, you know, I can look it up for you, but honestly, you should always do a second check. What's that called? With a local falconer, because I can Google the Wisconsin laws, but you could Google them too. I can Google the Wisconsin laws and interpret them for you. And who knows, maybe I'm better at interpreting laws and, you know, texts like that than you are, but still, you could do the same. I'm not an expert of the US falconry law, you know what I mean? So I will look it up for you, but you know, I can Google it and I can interpret the law for you, but there I might be missing some things. So I'll write it down and I'll make a video on it. Tristan Swinford, can you get a barn owl? In Wisconsin. I'll definitely make a video on that with the info I find. Okay? Bonnie Young. My name is Sanaya Young from Yuma, Arizona. Sanaya, that's an interesting name. Is it a Native American name or something? And what does it mean? What does Sanaya mean? I think it's really beautiful. Aloha, we have saved a barn owl that was hit in traffic. Oh, Wing is now amputated. He is very wild still, and we need to help finding supplies now. What do you mean with supplies? Do you need money to take care of the barn owl? Why am I still having this towel on my shoulder? Lookie is gone. Lookie! Lookie, come! Just a second. Lookie! Come! Lookie! Come! Lookie! Lookie! No, she's not coming. She's full. She has already eaten. But I'm going to get her just in a second for you guys, because why would this be interesting for you guys if I'm just sitting here alone without Lookie? I'm just going to get her in a second. But anyway, what do you mean with supplies? Oh, can't find Jess's straps, etc. Okay. Where do you live? Do you live in the US? The UK? Maybe I can help you with that. Just write down in the comments where you live, and then I can find a source for you where you can order online. MILF. Is that a compliment? I don't know. eBay is great for Jesses, etc. Oh, thank you, Emily. Yeah, I think eBay is great. Or maybe Amazon.com. Or you could make your own Jesses. I have a video on that. Just go through my videos. I have a video how to make Jesses for your barn owl. It's super simple. The only thing you need is cow's leather, a good cutting knife, and how is it called in English? A good punching hole tool, you know? And depending on what species the Jesses are for, the hole is going to be bigger, you know? But if it's a barn owl, then that video is perfect for you because, you know, I have a barn owl as well. Tristan Swinford, because my grandpa said I might not get a barn owl because they can get big. Sorry, I'm bad at typing. No, you type very well. Barn owls don't get that big, actually. It depends on what your definition of big is. Like, in my opinion, a snowy owl gets big. Eagle owls get big. But I'll show you Lookie. I'll get Lookie. Just hang on there for a second. I'll get Lookie again. And you guys can see what an adult barn owl looks like. Because Lookie is not going to get any bigger. Okay? Just one tiny second. Stay with me. Okay, guys, I'm back. So this is what an adult barn owl looks like. You know, it's not super big. It's okay. You do have tinier owls, like owls. Sorry for my pronunciation. You do have tinier owls, like the little owl. But, you know, barn owls are okay for beginners. Rufous-legged owls are also okay for beginners. They are just as big as barn owls, kind of. So, yeah. Oh, you live in Hawaii. Yeah, that's still the US, right? My God, I'm so bad at geography. I'll just Google some sites for you. Just one second. Google. There is one store where I order McFalcon, that's the name, yeah. Just going to see McFalcon if they also deliver in the US. McFalcon. Okay. I think I'm just gonna send you the link. Okay, Teju or Teju Blevins from Hawaii. I've written a link up here. No, don't go flying off, Lookie. This video will be way less interesting without you. Yes, we need you. We need you, yes. We need you. Oh, it's so not handy that the microphone is right here. But okay, Teju Blevins from Hawaii, I just send you a link. Go check out that website and you can find Jess's there and just try to order something there. Sorry for the bad English. I'm a little bit tipsy. Try to order something there and try to, when you have to put in your address, your delivery address. Let's see if they deliver in Hawaii, okay? If they don't, you can always contact me at my email address, which is elke.immerman@telenet.be, but it's almost in every, my email address is almost in every description box of the videos I make. So you'll definitely find my email address in the description box of almost every video I make. So if they don't deliver in Hawaii, just let me know and I will try to find something else for you, okay? Emily Guerin, also, if you're interested, I found a place that does bird sexing very cheap. You just have to send them feathers. I sent off some for my baby girl, Freya. Look, he's going to fall off. Finally found out she's actually female. Yeah, Emily, thank you so much. But I am not going to let Lookie be sexed because I just don't care what sex she is. I am curious sometimes. Yes, don't bite me. Don't. Ow, ow, ow. Don't bite me. I am curious sometimes. But I really don't care. I don't want to breed with her. I always keep saying her. It might be a he. It might be a she. I think it's a he because she's very low in weight when she's at her full weight. But I just keep saying she because I have done that from the beginning. But I just don't care. I don't care if she's female or male. I love her just as much, whatever the sex may be. Oh, okay. She is. Oh, no, 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 no. Lookie has jumped on my keyboard. Okay, that's fun. Let's just let her be, I think it's fun for her to be free around the house, so I'll get her back if you guys are getting bored. Oh, okay. That were Lookie's wings passing by. Fran Tucker. In the States, they have different rules per state, but in Maryland, a beginner can't have an owl, only a red-tailed hawk or a kestrel. Yes, check with the state. Yeah, that's true, Fran. I've read that. I've also read that. That is so true. You can only have a red-tailed hawk or a kestrel. And then I think there are in the US there are different levels of falconry. You have an apprentice falconer and a master falconer, and depending on which level you are, you can have an owl. But it's super complicated. Tristan Swinford, how much money does it take to buy a barn owl? Sorry, for a question, I would like to buy barn owl in 6 years. Okay, it depends on what country you're in. Here in Belgium, a barn owl can cost you from 70 euros to 200 euros. Let's see how much that is in dollars. I'll just go to my program. No, swap currencies. Oop. Yep. So 70 euros. 70 euros is $81 and 54 cents. And 200 euros is $232.96. So that is what a barn owl may cost you here in Belgium. But I'm guessing that it can vary depending on the country you're in. Oh, Maria Kutsi, hello from Russia. Hi. Dobry wieczór. Love your channel. Lookie is adorable. Always wanted to ask you, why did you choose a barn owl? Personally, I prefer Russian scops owls. They are small, cute, and mostly eat bugs. Eurasian scops owls. I'm just gonna Google that. I do know what a scops owl looks like, but a Eurasian scops owl, that's interesting. Oh yeah, okay. They are not that small, actually. They are not that small. Oh, they're just as small as a barn owl, or am I mistaken? Oh yeah, okay, they're a bit smaller, I do admit. Yeah, definitely. They are a bit smaller than barn owls. Yes, they do eat bugs, but I'm pretty sure they also eat small mammals in addition. I'm pretty sure that if you would only give them bugs, they would not be able to survive. Just saying. But yeah, they are definitely super cute and probably pretty easy to care for. Definitely. Oh yeah, as you said, they mostly eat bugs. Yeah, definitely. They mostly eat bugs, but I think they also need some additional small mammals. Emily Guerin, I wasn't too worried about sex either, but the curiosity was too strong. Yeah, I totally understand. I'm curious as well. Trish K, hello from the UK. Hey! I saw your comment on my first live stream, and I noticed you said, "Oh, I can't believe I missed it." So I'm super glad you are here right now. So, mwah, kisses from Belgium. Tijo Blevins, thank you. I appreciate it. He eats on his own now and healing well. Emily, in Hawaii, only 2 types of owls: native pueo, which in protected can be touched. Barn owl is considered invasive here since it was brought in by the Sugar Co. and can be fostered if in need. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, that's a touching story. Emily, is that true? Okay, Emily Guerin says, does anyone in the comments know if you can bring an owl to the States, specifically Texas? I might be moving there and it's going to break my heart if I leave my barn owl behind. She is my baby. So where are you from, Emily? Where are you from? And then Fran says, here you can't buy them, you have to catch them, I believe, and then later you have to let them go, which with certain exceptions. Yeah, that might be true. And then Emily says, would the fact that she is a captive barn owl raised in a different country be an exception? I've looked it up so many times and have had no luck finding out. Oh, that's such a sad story, Emily. I don't know. Honestly, it depends on the US or UK laws, wherever US laws, of course, because Texas, hello. Um, it depends on the US laws. What I would recommend you is to contact your, how do you say this in English? Your administration, um, your local administration, and just ask them. Call them or email them and just ask them. That's the best way uh, to go ahead about things. Your local administration, guys. How do I say this correctly? Hi, vegan hippie, kisses from France. Hey, kisses back from Belgium. Xeno gaming fun. Ah, Trish K, it was purely by chance I saw you were on. Yeah, I guess you have to be lucky. I have to be lucky that you guys are on. I did not expect so many people to be on. Emily, Garen, I am from Ireland. Oh, okay. I would Google some email addresses, Emily, from the U.S. Administration, Texas administration, and just send them an honest email. Just do that. Explain everything, and then you'll get an honest answer back. I think that's the best way to find out. Tristan Swinford, why did you get a barn owl? That's a funny story. I actually wanted a dog. I lived in a super small studio. Guys, I'm just gonna take another sip. I just want to finish this before I go to bed. I feel sorry to, throw it away. So, does that make me an alcoholic or something? Anyway, it's a funny story. I wanted a dog initially, but I lived in a small studio, and the studio was part of, it was one house, and then you had my studio, which was a very small part of the house, and then you had the bigger part of the house in which my neighbors lived. And the studio and the apartment were separated by just a very small hallway. And I really, really wanted a dog. But I was worried, what if I make a mistake in its education and it keeps barking all day when I'm at work? I'll get in trouble with the neighbors, and then the police will, come to my house and I might get in trouble. And I was just nagging about, the thoughts going through my head, because I have backup now, which is a German Shepherd, and it was not an impulse decision. I thought about it for a very long time. And at work, I was just like, oh, what if, what if, what if? And by coincidence, I had two colleagues who were a couple, and they told me, why don't you get a barn owl? And I was like, are you crazy? A barn owl? If it spread its wings, it's like 2 meters, the whole thing, 2 meters. Are you crazy? A barn owl as a pet? And they were like, yeah, it's totally doable. You can keep a barn owl inside your house. It's not animal abuse. It's totally doable. Just come and take a look at our place. And I was like, well, who am I to judge if I don't know anything about falconry or owls? So I was like, okay, I'll come and take a look. And so I did. And I saw what interaction they had with their barn owl, who was a rescued barn owl, by the way. And the thing they had with their barn owl was super beautiful. And I came to learn that it was animal abuse that the barn owl was tethered, to a perch. And I decided to pay them to teach me all about falconry. And they did. And after 3 months of intensive training, I was like, okay, I'm ready. This is a responsible decision. And so I made the decision to get a barn owl. And it's actually less work than owning a dog because, you have to walk a dog at least 2 times, or it's best to walk it 3 times a day. A barn owl just sits there all day and you only have to fly it once a day. And that only takes about 15 to 20 minutes. If you have a garden, it takes even less. It's not that much work, actually. Okay, you do have to have a lot of knowledge, falconry knowledge, to take proper care of an owl. So I'm not saying that if you just think owls are cool, that you can just buy an owl in an impulse and take proper care of it. But once you have the proper knowledge, it's not that difficult. A dog is much more work, to be honest. So yeah, that's why I got an owl. And I've always been someone who's not really traditional or conventional, or I'm a bit weird. My dad hates that about me. I'm a bit weird. I don't do things, the normal way. So yeah, most people are like, what, a barn owl? And I'm like, why not? Why not? Just educate yourself and then judge. You know what I mean? Okay, I've missed some comments, I think. Hello, chat, Acosta. Angry rabbits. Why are you still awake? Well, we had some visitors over, and I promised you guys that I would come back live this evening if I could, and I could. So I did. And I might go offline in just a few minutes because my boyfriend is sleeping on the couch. I think he's a little bit tipsier than me. He had a bit too much to drink, I think. Um, he has to go to bed. I don't want to just leave him be in the couch. That's sad. I love him. Oh, there's something on my screen. Um, I care about him. I'm gonna take him to bed in just a few minutes. So, but I promised you guys to come back live, and I wanted to do that. I'm super excited about this live thing. It's super fun. It's super fun to connect with you guys. So yeah, that's why I'm still awake, because I promised. I try to always keep my promises. Hi, you two. Glad to see you two are doing well. I'm hoping to try your chocolate owl recipe when I get the ingredients. Oh, Angel, I love your comment. Thank you so much. That's cool. Gary James. Hi, I'm going to rear a barn owl from 3 days. Wow, that's really young. And are planning on feeding every 4 hours to ensure a good imprint. Do you think it's okay and necessary for a good imprint? Oh, okay. Imprinting doesn't necessarily have to do anything with feeding. Of course, feeding your owl is super important, but imprinting means you get your owl as young as possible. 3 days is super good, but there is a risk to it. I have to tell you, 3 days is really, really young. Make sure your barn owl keeps warm. If necessary, get a heating mat or a heating lamp of some sort. Because, barn owls that are only 3 days old are very, very, very fragile. But for an imprint, it's perfect to get your owl when it's 3 days old. The most important thing is that when it opens its eyes for the first time, it sees you. And from then, oh my God, am I so drunk that I can't speak English anymore? From then on, um, you will spend a lot of time with it. When you wake up, you're going to take it in your hands, you're going to pet it, you're going to feed it, you're going to caress it, you're going to touch its talons, its beak. It has to get used to you touching the beak, the talons, because otherwise, your barn owl might get aggressive later on. Barn owls do not like it when humans touch their talons, so you have to get them to get used to it from a very young age. So imprinting means they open their eyes and you are the first thing they see, and from then on you spend a lot of time with them, a lot of time. That's what imprinting really is. So they come to think that you're its mother or its father or whatever. Yeah, that's basically what they come to think. But feeding your barn owl 4 times a day, yeah, I think that's enough. It might be, in the beginning, it might be 6 to 8 times a day. So make sure to check the barn owl's tummy, make sure to feel with both fingers. Okay, this is going to be weird, but if this is the barn owl, let's say this is the body and then here is a head. And then here you have you have the legs, and then this is the tummy, and then here the tummy goes downwards. You should always feel with both fingers. You should feel the tummy before you feed your owl. You'll notice that it's how do you say this in English? This is a live stream, so I can't script video. You should feel that it's not very tight. It's not very tight, the belly. As you are feeding your owl, you should keep feeling the tummy from time to time, and you'll notice the belly gets tighter. When it gets tight, you have to stop feeding your owl, because owlets, baby barn owls, will eat themselves to death. And that it's not what you want. Adult barn owls, they stop eating when they're full, but baby barn owls, they don't stop eating when they're full. And so they can literally die from eating too much. That is not what you want. So check the belly, feel the belly. If it feels tight, stop feeding immediately, and then try feeding your owl again, like 3 to 4 hours later or 2 to 3 hours later. You have to check, Oh, Xeno Gaming Fun. I have my own barn owl. I found out today she is a female. Her name is Alpha. That's cool. And thanks to you, I've learned a lot about owl. And thanks to you, I didn't buy it before learning about them more. So thanks very much. Okay, cool. Xeno Gaming Fun. She is 1 month old. Oh, that's really cool. It's such an exciting time, when you're raising a barn owl. Yeah, I remember from Lookie, she was so cute. Ugly, but cute. Does Lookie lay eggs like a chicken would? No, Angry Rabbit, she doesn't. She doesn't lay eggs. Not at all. No, she doesn't lay eggs ever. So, Tristan Swinford, where did you get Lookie? I got her from a breeder in the Netherlands, actually. No, I think it was a Belgian. It was still a Belgian breeder, but it was on the border of Belgium and the Netherlands. So yeah, going to take another sip, you guys. Sven Anderson. Hi from Germany. Where is Lookie? Did she go to sleep? Actually, she kind of did. She flew back to her perch and she's resting there. She's really quiet, but I'll get her back for you guys. I think she felt unbalanced on my shoulder. Normally, she stays on my shoulder for a pretty long time, but we had visitors today, and she's territorial. It's funny. She's territorial, so she'll snap. You know, she'll try to bite the visitors. But I could tell that she enjoyed the fact that there were people in the house. She enjoyed it. She started to wiggle her butt. She wasn't screeching a lot. She was just quiet and really poofy, you know, fluffy. And when she is fluffy and like that in that state, I know she's happy. So, you know, she was kind of sending out really different kind of, you know, double messages, contradictory messages like, I don't want you coming at my place. Who do you think you are? And then at the same time, like, ooh, there are visitors. Oh, that's so interesting. That's not boring at all. That's really fun, you know. Funny. I'll get her back for you guys. Just 1 second, okay? Ja, ja.
Ze voorzichtig, hè?
Ja, wat?
Dat is zeker vliegen of zo.
Oh nee, de deur is dicht, hè?
Okay.
Hi guys, I'm back. Okay, let's hope she'll just sit here with us for just a few other minutes. Yeah. I still have to find the best angle to like pet her and make her sit with me because, you know, now her head is behind my headset. It would be better if the microphone would be on the other side, I think. But okay. We'll figure this out together, you guys. The next live streams will be better and better, I guess. This is really new to me. So yeah, Sven, here's Lookie. Oh, look, she's really sleepy. That's funny. Oh, she's really calm. I love you, hippie. Sorry, I'm on a random account. That's okay. LOL kiss. Oh, big hug from Belgium. Is it possible that an owl just doesn't like a person? Every time my sister comes into the room, Freya attacks her head. Only my sister and only when she comes into my room. Okay, Emily. Very good question. It is possible, although it is very unlikely. The situation you are describing to me seems more like a territorial issue to me. So when your sister comes into the room, I think Freya attacks your sister because she's being very dominant and territorial. Lookie is going to throw a pellet. You know, this is yawning. It's not really yawning. She's going to throw a pellet. I'm working on my pronunciation, you guys. This is really hard for me. It sounds like a territorial issue and a dominance issue. Owls tend to attack your head when they feel like they are the boss of you, and that is not something you want. Is it possible, Emily, that you are the one giving your owl the food every day? there are exceptional occasions where an owl hates a person because owls are very instinctual animals, and it might happen that owls hate some people. Like they can sense if someone is really, really bad to their core. But I don't think your sister is bad to her core, you know? It's very, very exceptional. Okay, look, it just jumped on my desk. Sorry, guys. It's very exceptional. So I think it's more likely that it's a territorial issue. I think you are giving her or him the food. If you want your owl to like your sister better, then you should start putting your owl in another room. It's bit. Oh boy, he's typing things on my keyboard. Lookie, come back. Up. I'll put her on my other shoulder. What do you guys think? Let's try this. Okay. That's better. I would try to put the barn owl in another room, like for example the living room where you guys are all present at times, most of the time, and try allowing your sister to feed your barn owl. Do that for at least 4 months. You'll probably see some changes after 2 months already. Because barn owls, you know, Lookie, she hated every partner I have been with. But if that partner lived with me for a long enough time, she would come to accept him, which is usually the case with owls. You know, Lookie is imprinted on me, and she will hate on everyone who is new, who is invading her territory. But if that person um, is around most of the time, she will come to accept the person after a couple of weeks already. So that's something you should really try if you want to stop your barn owl from attacking. I know, from attacking your sister. No, no, no. I don't have food. I'm sorry. Let me know how that goes, Emily. Maria Kutsi, is it hard to find an ornithologist for your bird in Europe? In Russia, there are few ornithologists, only in Moscow and St. Petersburg. Well, Maria, yeah, it's good. It's hard to find a good ornithologist here in Belgium, but I do have one. And no, 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 you're not going to fly off. Stay with us, Lookie. People want to see you. I have one. It's about a 30-minute drive from here, so I don't have one in my town. So it's kind of, you have a vet or multiple vets in every town, but it's hard to find a vet that is specialized in birds of prey. That is definitely true. Hmm. But I'm glad, Maria, that that you at least have a ornithologist in Moscow and St. Petersburg. It's better than nothing, you know what I mean? Angry rabbit, not at all in Czech Republic. Yeah, that's sad, but am I right or wrong when I say that if there aren't any ornithologists in the Czech Republic, am I right or wrong to say that if there aren't any, specialized vets for birds of prey in the Czech Republic, that, I mean, owning birds of prey is illegal? Because otherwise there would be ornithologists, right? Alexander Pavlov, can you touch Lookie's legs because you have touched them when Lookie was a baby, right? Yeah, definitely. No problem. Look. Yeah, you don't like that especially, but but you do admit. You do allow it, right? You know? Barn owls don't like it when you touch their legs or talons or feet. But if you raise them well, they will allow it. Hi VH, how long have you been vegan? Infinite Ikari. Thank you, Infinite Ikari, for asking that question. Well, Lookie is trying to get off her jesses. That's the only thing I find a bit sad, you guys. Sometimes I do notice captive owls do not like their jesses and their anklets. They hate it. That's the only thing I find really sad, you know. But it's not all of the time. It's just occasionally, like right now. And sometimes they don't bite their jesses because they are trying to take them off. They will, like they are preening their, when they are preening their feathers, they will also preen their jesses. So, but in this case, she is trying to, she is a bit irritated to, you know, she is a bit irritated because of the jesses. I think she would just like to sleep. I'm sorry, Lookie. I'm forcing you to do live streams with me. Yeah. I don't have food. You have already had 2 chickens. Anyway, where was I? Sorry. Okay, how long have I been vegan? I should be honest with you. I am not a hypocrite. I officially I am not vegan because I have an eating disorder, and unfortunately, you know, when I'm doing well, I'm in recovery, and when I'm doing well, I'm totally vegan. I eat plant-based. I don't buy leather for myself, but I can't call myself an official vegan because these jesses are made from leather. I did buy the leather before I went vegan though, and if I would have to buy new leather, I would try to find an alternative to leather. Did you just attack my camera? Lookie, she's in a bad mood. She's in a bad mood, yeah. Anyway, I would try to find an alternative, but it would have to be an alternative that is the leather, you know, the leather should be should be strong enough. She just made the cutest noise. Did you guys hear that, or was she too far away from the microphone? It was so cute. Anyway, I would try to find an alternative leather, but I don't know if they have that already in Belgium. So, anyway, when I'm doing well in eating disorder recovery, I will eat 100% plant-based. But whenever I feel the urge to binge, and whenever I give in to the urge to binge, I will binge on animal foods. I am very honest about that, and I will always be honest about that. So I do realize that I'm kind of a hypocrite because my name on YouTube is Vegan Hippie when actually I'm not vegan yet. Though my goal is to be 100% vegan someday. So I have been vegan for, I think, almost 3 years. And by being vegan, I mean that I've been eating vegan most of the time for about 3 years now. But unfortunately, whenever I binge, and sometimes that's a lot, you know, I do binge on animal foods. I'm very sorry about that. It's kind of like an addiction. It's you don't get a dopamine release in your brain from just a bag of carrots. You know what I mean? Eating disorders aren't about being skinny or just looking good. It's about trying to cope with life. Most of the people who suffer from an eating disorder have experienced horrible things when they were younger. And because they didn't have any control about their life when they were younger, they developed a coping skill, an eating disorder. And it can be anorexia or bulimia. And in my case, it was an atypical eating disorder with binge eating. So, yeah, I will be honest and admit that I do eat animal products when my eating disorder is getting the best of me. And I'm not proud of that, to be honest. So, yeah, I can't officially call myself a vegan, but my YouTube name is Vegan Hippie because I totally support everything about veganism, and my goal is to be a zillion percent vegan in the future. So, yeah. Lauren Lancaster Cave. I also have a barn owl called Lucky. Oh, that's such a coincidence. That's a very nice name. Vegan hippie, infinite Ikari. I'm not a perfect vegan by any means either, but you're trying, and that's what matters. Being a hypocrite doesn't make you a bad person, VH. Smiley. Much love from one vegan hippie to another. Infinite Ikari. That is so nice. Mwah. I love you. That is really compassionate of you, and that's a really empathic way to look at it. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Wow, I'm really touched by your kindness. Infinity Carry, thank you for answering my question. You are so welcome. Thank you for joining this live stream. Maria Ketsi, also, I have a very, very weird question. What is Lookie's smell? I found one channel where a woman has an eagle owl, her channel named Yol, and she says that her bird smells like honey. No, Lookie does not smell like honey. Oh, she's falling asleep on my shoulder. Are you judging me, Lookie, because I'm drinking? You are. No, Lookie does not smell like honey. She doesn't smell at all. Her breath smells. Her breath smells when sometimes when she has eaten 1 day old chicks. Her breath smells, but she doesn't smell at all. Maria Katsi, when will be your next stream? I will try to live stream again tomorrow night, I think, and tomorrow morning. My boyfriend has to do something tomorrow morning. So I might live stream them, and then in the afternoon we will go for a hike with Lookie and the dog. I will try to make a vlog about that for you guys. And then in the evening, I might live stream again because I'm kind of addicted to this shit. Am I allowed to say the word shit here? Brianna Owl fan. I love your owl. Oh, thank you. Alexander Pavlov. I have eaten dog food. Ooh. Was it good? I have never eaten dog food. Angry Rabbit, this isn't your stream, Infinite Ikari. Okay, are you guys arguing? Why? Angry Rabbit, it's okay, human aren't meant to be vegans, vegetarians anyway. We are omnivores, the same as pigs or chickens. Okay. Okay, Angry Rabbit, you are so allowed to have your own opinion. Omnivores. Yeah, it's true that we are. No, I think we are herbivores, but we have developed into becoming omnivores. I think that is just my personal opinion, you guys. You don't have to agree with me, and you don't have to judge each other because you don't agree. It's a-okay. Don't fight on this live stream. I mean, I think we're omnivores because we have the luxury to be able to digest almost anything. But there is a difference in being able to digest almost everything or thriving. I think we are able to eat meat and dairy. And that makes us, in ancient times, that would make us more likely to survive because animal products are higher in calories and thus our chances of survival were bigger. But now we don't have to search for food every day anymore. We can just go to the store and buy food, you know what I mean? So I think we don't need meat and dairy anymore. We have potatoes, rice, barley, whatever we want, couscous, uh, we can perfectly survive on plants. And to be honest, it is my personal opinion that animal products can cause, not can cause, they do cause cancer all of the time in the human body because we eat too much meat, too much dairy. Um, that's my personal opinion. I think animal products are making humans sick. That's why the cancer industry, there is absolutely a cancer industry and it's blooming. The cancer industry is making money off of people who are sick and dying from cancer. And I used to be such an optimistic person, thinking, oh, hospitals are full of good doctors and surgeons, and they just want to make you better, and they care about you, and they are super empathic. And you know what? They're not. They're just doing their job, and they don't know any better. They are educated by the companies that pay for there are, how do I explain this in English? Their education is paid by the meat industry. So what they are taught is that if you don't eat enough meat, you'll get a protein deficiency. If you don't eat enough dairy, you'll get a calcium deficiency and you'll get weak bones. That's not true. Calcium actually, um, dairy actually takes the calcium from your bones. You're better off eating broccoli to get in some calcium than eating animal-based yogurts. That's my opinion. But I don't want to force my opinion on you guys. So don't worry. That's just my opinion. I might be wrong. I might be right. Does it matter? I choose to try to go for a plant-based diet 100% of the time. Unfortunately, my eating disorder doesn't allow me to, but it's my goal and I believe in it. And if I'm wrong, I'll probably die of protein deficiency when I'm 40. Who cares? Life is a process. Oh, there's a fly. Ah. Life is a process. You live a little, you learn a little. Mm. Oh, Infinite Ikari. If we were true omnivores, we wouldn't develop immune diseases and cancers from eating animal products. But that is all I'll say on the matter. I really don't want to argue either. Yeah, Infinite Ikari, I totally agree with you. High five from one vegan to the other. Bunny Young, I don't like the way animals are farmed. They are kept in terrible a way. It's polluting the eye. Yeah, it's so sad. There's a saying, I don't know who wrote the saying, but it's like If slaughterhouses, yeah, if slaughterhouses would have glass walls, if slaughterhouse, my God, if slaughterhouses would have glass walls, the whole world would be vegan, and I think that's true. It's just like a far from your bed show, you know. Sometimes there appear images on the news, and it's like, oh my God, images of a slaughterhouse in the UK or in Belgium. It's it's such it's a scandal how these animals are treated, and everyone will think that it's just one slaughterhouse, and that when it's shut down, you know, all of the other slaughterhouses are cool, you know. They think it's an exception, but it's not. I have come to learn this, and it's shocking that it's not an exception. It happens. It's just normal. That's how the meat industry treats animals. It's normal. And the reason we don't see any of that is because they don't want us to see, because they know if we'll watch, if we if we would know, we would probably never eat meat ever again. So yeah, that's why. Ah, Trish K, thought you were going to bed. I probably should, but this is so addicting. Did you watch the new Jurassic movie? And so, what did you think of it? Yes, Alexander, I did watch the new Jurassic Park, and well, I thought it was very entertaining, but I expected more of it. You know, I really liked the first two Jurassic Parks. They were super exciting. I could not stay still in my seat. I was like, oh my God. I had nightmares after. You know what I mean? It was so exciting. It was so thrilling. But now it was funny. I thought the new Jurassic movie. Oh, sorry, Lookie. Did I hit you with my microphone, with my headset? The new Jurassic Park was funnier than the other Jurassic Parks. I really appreciate that about the movie, but I didn't think it has. Jurassic Park has lost its mojo. It has lost its mojo. Yeah, it's not as thrilling as it used to be. But I did watch the first Jurassic movie when I was like, I don't know, 11 years old or something, 10 years old. My parents, I remember my parents discussing the fact whether it was appropriate to take us to the movies to watch the Jurassic Park first movie, you know? We were way too young, to be honest, but I wasn't traumatized or anything. But you know, the new movie, I liked it. It was entertaining, but I expected much more of it, to be honest. Uh, Lauren Lancaster Cave, how old is Lookie? How old was she when you got her? She is 5 or 6 years old. I should really look it up. She's, I think, 5 or 6 years old. And she was she was supposed to be 5 days old when I got her, but the breeder made a mistake and he took her out of the nest when she was 3 days old, which is extremely early. And she almost didn't make it because of that mistake. Lookie is sleeping. How cute is she? She almost didn't make it. We had to place a heating mat under her plastic box, and then the heating mat caught fire one day. Yeah, that's exciting. Fortunately, my mentors saw it in time, and she made it. But don't just use any heating mat, you guys. Use a good lamp or something And if you use a heating mat, make sure the box doesn't stand directly on the heating mat. Always make sure there's a space between the two, you know? Actually, it wasn't because of the fact that the box was standing on the heating mat. I think there was a, how do you say this? I'm just gonna Google translate this. Just 1 second. La, 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 la. Google Translate. A short circuit? I think it's called a short circuit. Short circuit. In Dutch, it's called a kortsluiting. Yeah, it's a short circuit. I think there was a short circuit in the heating mat or something. Yeah. Yeah, Alexander, me too. I wanted more from the movie. Yeah, me too. So I totally agree on that. I think they're done, you know. I think they should just either come with something really, really new and shocking, or they should just give up. I think it's like they've exploited everything there can be exploited. They've gotten everything out of it there can be taken out of it. You know what I mean? Infinite Ikari. Does Lookie sleep when you do, or is she still nocturnal? She sleeps. It's funny. She should be nocturnal, but it's night right here in Belgium. Um it's it's one. It's almost 1 a.m. Am I right, or is it 1 p.m.? No, it's 1 a.m. You know, 1 o'clock at night. And she is obviously very sleepy. She should be nocturnal though. I feel like she is awake when I am awake. She just adapted. She's nocturnal normally, but I feel like she has adapted. Yeah. Oh, that's cool, Lauren. So Lauren called her barn owl lucky because she almost didn't make it. Her mother neglected her and she wasn't getting food. She was so weak we had to force her beak open to feed her. She's fantastic now. Oh, that's such a cool story. That's cool. Okay, guys. I'm going to call it a night. Oh, there's a mosquito. Oh. I'm going to call it a night. My boyfriend is sleeping on the couch. I'm just going to take one other sip. I'm not going to finish this. Who am I kidding? I'm not a big drinker. I love to drink, but I can't drink a lot. I just doesn't taste good after a while anymore. Ah, sweet dreams to you too, Bunny Young. Good night, Trishke, Alexander, everyone. Maria, I love you guys. Okay, I'll just put Lucky back as quietly as I can so she doesn't wake up. Hmm? Bye, guys. I love you. Thank you for joining me. I hope to see you guys back in the next live stream. Bye. And live stream. Oh, I will come back soon, Trishke. I promise. Bye. It's so hard to say goodbye to you guys. I don't want to, but I have to. Bye. Sleep tight.